Hello, my name is Braynoski.
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching The Inner Gamer On.
And today we'll be talking about a story that Grand Theft Auto 6 may be farther along in production than we first realized. There was a story that came out that said maybe it's early in development, but now it might be further along, and it might be coming out differently than we've seen in the past.
And as always, if you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and bang that bell, because we know you like banging them bells.
There was an article that first came out earlier this week that said that Grand Theft Auto 6 is in development and is very early in development, and that likely it would release in a lighter form than what we're traditionally used to seeing and be updated as time went on, kind of akin to what they did with GTA Online, but doing that with the full game itself. So they might release it with a story and then transition into new releases as the game went further. So after that came out, another report came out that said it's not actually super early in development. It's actually been in development for a little bit longer. It's at least halfway finished, if not more. GTA 5 is still one of my, despite its major flaws with like gunplay and stuff like that, my favorite games. It's so good and so well developed, and the story was incredible, and the online component, like, still to this day is like making buku amounts of dollars. I'm hoping this is good. And it sounds like also that the crunch that Rockstar had in the previous years may also be a little bit better than it used to be.
Crunch can be bad for everybody. Let me throw something at you, Brett. We are in a different age now. I wonder if, as popular as Grand Theft Auto is, I wonder how big the story's going to be, which will probably still be just as big as GTA 5, if not bigger. I almost feel like they need to do something very new and very interesting. You know, GTA 5 was great at the time, but I don't know if I don't want to jump back into that story. And I feel like the way they pace and tell their stories now wouldn't hold up so well today.
It is a different space than it was when this first came out. I could see them doing something totally different. I am very curious to see how they approach it with this one, knowing how different things are today than they were back in the day.
Right.
I mean, they might be getting scared that they can't spend 8 to 10 years on a game anymore and need to start getting stuff out in 3 or 4 years and see what that looks like.
Right. Interesting to see like a smaller story bits spanned out over time. That way they can work on them. I mean, I see where they put their time and effort into, and they really need to fix their controls and stuff. I mean, so many people play GTA Online now, so why fix what's not broken, I guess?
Yeah, fair. Yeah, it is really weird. I still want to jump back into GTA Online just to see what it feels like, but I do hope that I think that map that they brought out with GTA 5, like, it was they could have done so much more in that. They could have kept it going and just continually adding to it.
Yeah.
And I would have played it, and I'm sure they did a little bit of that with GTA Online, because I think that was the same map. But I was really bummed when they didn't do all the DLC for like single player like they did with GTA 4, because there was some really good single player components that came out after the fact. Like, there was the one with the motorcycle gang that was really cool. Yeah. But GTA Online's a moneymaker, that's for sure.
Yep, it is, and I'm guaranteed they'll be just as big second time around.
A lot of games have touched a lot of different big cities. I'd like to see them explore somewhere completely different. They've done all the places that we're used to seeing, and like, I don't mind them doing that, but I'd love to see them just explore somewhere completely off the wall different and take GTA like out of the United States. What would that look like? If they went to like a Tokyo, or if they went to Dubai, or like some like big huge city that you've never seen before but could have like a seedy underbelly to it. But maybe for Rockstar, it's just like they like to deal with what's familiar because they're in California, and it's like Chicago would be cool. I like that. I think that would be one. I would like to see them go to Chicago, because after visiting Chicago, like, I feel like there's a lot you could do with that. Bring them to Dallas, man. Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Fort Worth.
Not enough there.
It's a whole metroplex, bruh.
Downtown Dallas is very small, like high buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Dallas would be cooler than that, but I mean, Austin would be an interesting city. They could do some seedy underbelly stuff in Austin.
No, everything's so small. Like, Texas does not have skyscrapers. Houston, maybe, yeah, but that's about it. Everything else is pretty low to the ground.
Well, you know what, Austin? You're small, okay? You're small.
Well, thank you, Brett. I'll take that as a compliment.